finally, my last clip. It's Kaylee, and I'm going to be answering the final question, question 7, for the evaluation of my group in our media film 2-minute opening called Shot in the Dark. And the question is, looking back at your prelim, what have you learned from the progression into the full product? Well, again, like I said in the previous clip, I've learned so much. So, like, all the editing was the hardest part because I knew literally nothing about it. That was quite hard. And I know so much about it now, like how to merge sound, fade sound in and out, how to mute, how to do different layers of sound, how to do audio with video, how to do everything. And I think, I've gained quite a lot of skills in that. I think another thing I gained quite a lot of skills in is in the prelim. I didn't do like any of the camera shots really. I found it very hard to do. I just kind of directed because I was a bit scared of trying the shots. I was very scared of trying the shots actually. So Sam at the time in my group for the prelim task in the group did all the shots, but I was kind of directing where to do it, and I felt more confident at doing the directing instead. But he knew where the shots were, so I think the prelim came out okay, not as good as our final product. So for the final product, obviously it was me and Mitch. We did a lot of the filming, and Megan did a couple of scenes that she felt was necessary that me and Mitch couldn't do, that we found very hard to get. So Megan helped with that and did that. But Megan mainly directed, and I think she worked better at this. But for me, I think keeping the camera steady was a big one because at the beginning I was very shaky with the camera. I couldn't hold it still in the position I wanted, and I felt this was affecting it greatly. So the more I filmed, the better I got, and I think our shots look really good now that I rewatched the full product, like the final product back, and I think I've progressed in that a lot. I think that obviously we didn't know what we were doing for the editing because we were new at it. So in the editing skills, me and Megan and Mitch kind of did half and half each. So yeah, we kind of split it between us. So I gained a lot of skills in learning how to do that and helping in the directing of the editing and everything. So I think that turned out really well for me. And the camera shots as well. Although I did know camera shots, and I do know the names of them, I learned myself that you don't necessarily have to use a specific camera shot and call it that. You could easily do, for instance, the over-the-shoulder high angle shot that me and Mitch did, that me and Mitch decided on for the scene where I panic and you see blood on my hands in the alleyway before the chase, and that's not what we'd come by as a general a general genre expectation of a shot. It's not, but we just kind of came up with it so you can mix and match shots to create one big shot, which actually works really well. So I was glad that turned out alright. And I think I learned camera movement quite well. For instance, Megan did too; she benefited. But for me, camera movement I learned a lot about as well. Megan was better at it. But for camera movement, we used crab when I was running down the alleyway from my viewpoint, to obviously emphasize the running and the atmosphere. And we also did the shot where the wide angle shot where we showed, it was a close up pan wide angle shot of Mitch getting a gun out and putting his arm out, and we wanted to follow his motion because if we'd done it like a wide angle shot showing the whole room, then it would emphasise that we're in a classroom, which isn't very good and it doesn't add to the continuity editing at all. But the close up of it kind of did emphasise the point we wanted, that oh, it's a gun, panic, that's what we wanted for the audience to think something bad is going to happen, and that is what I think the message we're going to get across. And I think we portrayed that very well, and my choice in that shot for the storyboard worked really well. I'm really glad that we kept that scene. So yes, I learned a lot, to summarise, how to stay camera, editing, the music, the shots, even how to organise my website around the prelim and and the final product. I also learned how to be quite serious in my acting. Like I'm not one of those people who like laughs and can't help it and giggles. Megan did that a lot, but I'm not one of those people. I'm actually quite serious with my acting, but I learned to be a lot more serious, but not too serious so that it looks comical. I kind of learned to express my body language more to emphasize my character and who I was. And I think obviously shooting this, like in the prelim, when I wasn't in it, I differentiated from the people in my prelim because in our prelim because they 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 tried to do emotions, but if it had been me, I don't think I would have captured it very well. So in the final product, like our use of me like walking with a bit of swag kind of emphasizes the hoodie character and the fact I'm alone and have my head down if I'm all alone I don't want to be seen, and I think I portrayed emotion pretty well in my character and my body language. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching these 7 clips of my evaluation, and hope you like the thriller film Shot in the Dark. So thanks.